Google, YouTube. Go live. Yep. This is crazy, bro. Why didn't? How come the edit? That's insane to me, bro. Like the damn the thing won't update the it won't update the name, the stream name. Update titles. What was the other thing what we talking about?
Is that the other thing you was talking about on this video?
I lost my train of thought completely.
Oh, we was talking about
Trump and then another thing. Diddy, yeah. So let's update. All right, there we go. So let's pull up YouTube. What's up, everybody? If y'all can hear me, hold on. I can't hear me yet. I don't think so. Pull this up. There. Edit. Okay, that work. And then thumbnail. And command downloads. Here we are.
hey, you heard about what Fat Joe said?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that too. Save it for after when we're done.
Yeah, I was gonna bring it up like right to like interrupt him because that's the whole subject comes along.
Okay. All right, that should get it. This I don't know. Like sometimes I update this stuff and it just don't freaking work. Sometimes I don't even know. I don't even know how to test that. Okay. I think we're ready. Okay. All right, what's up, everybody? We back. Um, yeah, I don't even know where to start with that. Like sometimes, bro, the technical difficulties you just get hit with something new, and then you just don't even know what to do. Like no cap.
You're here with the whammy.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of play it from where we kind of left off. It's gonna be a little bit before it. It's gonna be a little bit before what we. It's gonna be right before I paused it the last time, and it essentially like messed up. So, and I just realized that the damn thumbnail didn't update, or the title didn't update from the last comment from my last live stream, which is maybe that's God's way of trying to let me know, like, yeah, man, it wasn't working. Let's reset this joker so you can have it, going right, do it done right. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna be playing the video where we had left off, and we're gonna be and we're pretty much gonna have to kind of recreate the conversation that we kind of just had. Unfortunately, won't be too hard though, because it's something we not new to this, we true to this. You know what I mean? So,
I ain't know this. We true to this shit.
Make sure nobody see that on.
Yeah, this ain't one of those shows.
All right. So let's. Okay. Thanks again. Thanks for y'all. Thank y'all for jumping back in the stream. You know what I'm saying? So appreciate y'all patience. Like I said, the audio just crashed out. I don't know what else to say. It just did it. So I guess it happens to the best of us. We'll see though. All right. See the video.
I said after a year, I want to be engaged. He said that's plenty of enough time for someone to know whether or not they want to get married or not.
You can roll up. Go ahead. Man.
This is what he said. We have talked about it, I shit you not, probably 10 times throughout this year. And never once did he say, I don't think this is going well enough for that to be a realistic goal anymore. Never once did he say, hey, like, let's pump the brakes. I don't think that we're doing that well for it to get to that. So I'm thinking we're doing well. We're on schedule. After a year or a year and a half, we'll probably get engaged. Then he goes, I don't think I want to live with someone again until I'm married to them.
Okay, so here's my question, bro. Um, do you think? So, what do you think about this idea that? How do I put this? So, what do you think? What do you think of this? What you just said, right, regarding marriage, or no, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. What do you think about what the guy just said when presented with this question of like marriage and stuff like that? He just said that he believes that he needs to be married to somebody before they move in with each other.
He playing in her face. He
playing in her face.
He's playing right in her face.
Is that something that you would kind of? So what do you think about that? Like if had you been put in a situation? Had you been put in a situation where you gonna getting ready to? No. Ooh, I lost my train of thought. Basically, what I'm trying to ask is like put yourself in his shoes, right?
Uh-huh.
And do you think it's? Let me just reset. Let me just
Reset.
take a deep breath.
Go ahead.
What do you think about marriage being a prerequisite in order for somebody to move in with you, or for y'all to move in with each other?
I do not think that is wise because when you're getting married to somebody, that is very final. It's not something to take lightly. When you're moving in with somebody, you got to know how they live. You got to know if that's conducive to how you live. See if y'all can gel together. See if y'all can really make something happen. That's a key determining factor if y'all can live together. If you don't know if y'all can cohabitate, why are y'all even thinking about getting married? Mm-hmm. So no, marriage should not be a prerequisite to moving in. You should move in before y'all get married. That's what I think about it.
Gotcha. Because I've definitely heard like both arguments being made and stuff like that. It's usually like more of like the spiritual type, more religious type folks that say that okay, y'all don't need to be shacking up and stuff like that before y'all get hitched and stuff like that. I mean, but just
it may be different for me because I'm at the age where I'm not dating just to date. Like I'm dating to marry. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like I'm not trying to waste time, and I don't want my time wasted. So I understand that, but at the same time, I mean, like I said, you got to know how y'all living because I mean, what if he's living nasty? Can you live with that? Yeah. Fellas, what if she lives nasty? Can you live with that? Like it's something to think about for real because I mean, people can be very trifling, and you want to know, can you? If it's a problem that can be nipped in the bud, then do that. If it's something they can't, and that's just how they are, then you may need to move around. But you won't know until you know. And think about the trouble you'll be in. Like we're married.
Yeah.
Damn. Now I want a divorce. Like come on.
Because this person ain't living to my standard.
Right. Like you got to know before you finalize that.
Yeah, man, it's tough because like I try to understand what people try to say about you gotta move in, y'all gotta y'all can't be shacking up with each other. Like I get it, but I get it, you know what I'm saying, but just you don't know. Oh, that just scared the shit out of me. You don't know what you don't know. You know what I mean? And the only way you're gonna find out is about really getting it, really experiencing for yourself what this person does, and just exactly if they find out exactly if they walk the talk, you know what I mean? If they talk, how they say it?
Talk the talk, walk the walk.
Yeah, all of that. So, yeah.
Let me say real quick. I'll say y'all ain't gotta move in together before you get married, but at least if y'all got your own spaces, regulate staying over.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Take turns staying over each other's house.
Mm.
See if y'all can really live. See how that is. If y'all don't want to move in together, because I mean that moving in together is kind of final in itself. So it's like y'all, if y'all got your own spaces, which I recommend. I mean, at this age, we should have our own places. So I mean, if that's what it is, then yeah, spend time at each other's place. See if that works. If y'all don't want to move in just yet.
Actually, no. You know, I never thought. You know what? I'm glad we had this conversation because I never thought of it that way. I never thought of that like that solution because like sure, if there is something, if you have a problem with like maybe a spiritual problem or otherwise problem with like living with somebody or moving in with somebody before being married, then I think that's like the best. I think that's the best solution for you, the best option for you because yeah, you and I would say prioritize like extended visits. You know what I mean? Exactly. Just stopping over there for the weekend. No, that's not enough. Stopping over there for I don't know, somebody's like I don't know, a 3-day weekend or something like they like I would say like a week, maybe a week and some change or something like that. You gotta know how you gotta make notes about how often they clean, how much they clean themselves, how much they eat out, how much what do they cook. Yeah, you got like those stuff because like it's one thing to judge somebody based on those things. Because this is an important part as well. It's one thing to judge somebody based on their cleanliness, but it's also I would say I would rather the conversation be about is this something that you can handle? You know what I mean? Is this because this is all nobody's gonna be perfect, you know.
This thing you're gonna have to compromise on.
And yes, and how do I put this? And I don't want somebody to be with somebody that checks all the boxes almost, but just turn to find out that there's something that like why does this person do this? Why does he do that? Or why does she always do this or just whatever.
The one box they don't take is just a major red flag.
Exactly. And it's like and I'm just saying you're gonna have, how do I put this? I'm not saying that you should leave the person because of that red flag or whatever, but you need to make that red flag a part of the conversation, or you need to make that you have to factor in that red flag on the decision to stay with this person or marry this person.
Right. And
you're only going to experience those red flags if you do those extended stays with that person. Yeah. Well, another person, and this kind of ties into something that another YouTuber has said that I kind of found interesting, and I think what you said is a lot smarter, to be honest with you. What he had suggested was go take a trip with that person, because like if you go off on a trip with this person, like a week-long stay at some resort, that's going to those all-inclusive like type excursions and all of that. Mm-hmm. That's life on easy mode. Yeah. If you can't live with somebody on easy mode, then y'all not gonna work at all. You feel me? And I get it, but like that ain't enough for marriage. I don't think that's enough for marriage either. I think what you just said about those extended stays at the other person's crib, I think that's a part of the process. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So.
That's what me and my girl do now. Like we just be spending time at each other's place.
Yeah.
Low key, that's what Martin and Gina did. Just to throw it back, you know.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I mean, as far as those people that be engaged for like 10 years, I don't.
That's hanging on the engagement for 10 years. Come on now, they playing in your face.
Yeah, ladies. So hey.
Don't settle for nobody that's just sitting around here like, yeah, you got the ring. You got the ring, baby. Been sitting around for 15 years with a ring on your finger, but ain't exchanged no vows.
They not exchanging no vows, and those marriageable funds are staying to that man alone. But that's a little bit too much. But let's keep going though.
Which is some new boundary that he literally just made up, because he's never said that the whole time we've been together. And I go, maybe it's not a good idea that you live with someone after you already got married to them, because what if you guys are not compatible to live together and you don't know that until after you're already married? Then what? That's really dumb, actually. And so I'm like, okay, that's a completely new thing, but granted, it's been a year. We set our goal for a year. Are we going to get married? And he goes, no, that was your goal. Since when was this my goal? It was my goal, but like, I thought we were in agreement, because you never said that we weren't in agreement. clearly I made all this up in my head, and this was never a goal. I just thought it was a goal because I continuously talked about it, and he never said that it was unrealistic. As a matter of fact, he said the quite opposite, that it was a realistic goal to have. And never once, as we neared to the end of that year, did he ever say, hey, I don't think we're close to being married. So imagine
Playing the face right. Okay.
my surprise when he says, I don't think we're close to being married. We still have things to figure out. Because a couple of nights ago, I got super irritated at him and yelled at him and told him to leave my house. And apparently that's enough of a reason for him to be like, whoa, I don't want to marry her. All right. So yeah. And so I said, hey, I'm actually scared that I'm going to be homeless because I said, I'm actually thinking I'm going to be homeless because I don't have a job and these bills keep coming and I can't do it no more. I'm tapped out of resources. And I think I'm going to end up, if you don't let me live with you, I'm going to end up in my car, living in my car, something like being actually homeless. And he goes, well, plenty of millionaires have lived in their car before.
Wow.
Playing the face.
Man, look, this man is going on a game-a-thon. Like,
You said a game-a-thon.
He is playing. He crossing up. He all in her face. He's playing. He's plenty of millionaires lived in their car before. All right, man.
That's crazy, ain't it? The
Bye.
fact, yeah, man. And the whole time, hey, you think that's what Buddy told her? His best friend. Like, hey, tell her, Elon, tell her that all these there's a whole bunch of other millionaires that live in their cars, bro. Tell.
That's probably exactly what the fuck they was talking about.
You know what I'm saying?
Their passion to be, hey man, tell the shit. Plenty of millionaires got it out the mud. Man, fuck off, bro.
Bro, that's nasty work. That's
the nastiest of works. Like, how do you really just tell your girl that? That's like you want to break up right then and there.
Yeah. That's an actual spit in the face. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, and the fact that you trying to, the fact this conversation is about her ghosting him and stuff like that kind of insinuates that she left him on red. You know what I'm saying?
Like, she'd be in the wrong.
So it's like, what that tells me is this dude don't understand that he that what he said was absolutely abhorrent. You know, that he's like, damn, why? How come Shorty ain't hitting me back? What's going on? I want to take her out to see Sonic 3. You know what I'm saying? I would have said, girl, come on, answer the phone. When we finna see Mufasa too, or Mufasa or whatever. I'm like, bro, like, my dude, you told this girl to live in a car. That she's gonna have to, you know how difficult it is you know how difficult it's gonna be for her to take a shower every day. You know what I mean? And you trying to hit that too? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
She had 3 words for Buddy: go fuck yourself.
Know what I mean? So that's very.
She ain't wrong. Yeah. Because look, fellas, we know good and damn well if we was in that situation, we lose our job, and we came up to our girl with the boo-hoo face, we would be so fucking hurt, punched dead in the manhood if she told us plenty of millionaires lived in their car before. I would be sick. I'd be ready to crash out. I'll be ready, bro. I'm finna lose it. I'm sick of this shit.
Yeah, man. Like literally, because it goes both ways. You know, we didn't have to say it, but it can be said. The fact of the matter, it goes both ways. If you were a girl, she loves you. You know what I'm saying? Then she'll look out for you, and you supposed to do that. It's expected of guys, and I understand men had this. There's like this big conversation about men not feeling the reciprocation. You know what I'm saying? A lot of dudes, a lot of 50-50 dudes out there. A lot of drizzle niggas out there. Like it's all over the place. And we got a symbol too. we got a hand gesture too. But fact of the matter is, yeah, man. You should, y'all, come on, bro. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it means to love somebody. Everybody want to say that you don't. Everybody want to try to say that you supposed to love family and stuff like that differently than you love your spouse and stuff like that. Like, okay, the way I look at marriage, man, or even that relationship, bro, Okay, just people in general. I always apply the golden rule: do unto others as you want done to yourself. Yeah, I want somebody to help me out when I'm in dire need. But when I'm married to somebody, okay, if I'm entertaining somebody for in the in order to be married with the person, I'm already gonna be practicing the idea of one flesh. You know what I mean? Treating that person as if they were my own flesh and blood, my own flesh. So I don't know, but like the fact of the matter is, about him saying that, oh yeah, millionaires live in the cars, bro. He does not like her. There's no love, there's no affection. Like she's an accessory to his life. Okay, she's an accessory. I'm not gonna tell you what type of accessory, but she's an accessory. She's like a watch or some shit. So. But yeah, let's go ahead and close this video out, though. Oh, go ahead.
She looked like she in the bathroom. Hopefully she's, you know what I'm saying, she in her own. You know what I'm saying? So
there's something going on, yeah.
Hopefully this story is old and she's at a point where she can look back and laugh at it now.
This is brand spanking new, bro. But yeah.
I'm saying hopefully she's at a point now she can look back and talk about it and laugh.
I feel you.
Yeah. Just the pause.
What the fuck? So basically he said, yeah, no, I'm not going to help you. I'm sorry that you're dealing with this. I know it's hard, but basically he told me that you never really do have anybody to depend on and you come alone in this world and you are your own person and you should be your number one priority because nobody else is going to be dependable, which I translated to he is not someone I can depend on. Why would I ever marry someone that I can't depend on? I'm a dependable person. I've had friends that I've let stay with me, that I've given a place to stay for free, that I've been able to like say, hey, you can lean on me. Like, don't worry about nothing. Take a break. I got you. So if I can be dependable to my friends, you can be dependable to your girlfriend. It's not a crazy concept. Yeah, we do come in this world alone, but relationships are the whole reason of everything. You should be able to depend on the people around you, on your community. They should be people that you can say, hey, you do owe a responsibility to the people you love and the people you care about. And apparently he doesn't think that way. And I don't think I can be in a relationship with someone who doesn't think that way. And so I decided that I kind of ghosted him. I just stopped talking to him and I probably will never speak to him again. That really turned me off. And yeah, that's why I broke up with my boyfriend, because he said it was okay that I be homeless. I should be homeless while he goes home to his 3-bedroom house in a nice neighborhood and rubs his feet together under his nice comforter set, his nice sheet set, and watches his 70-inch TV on the wall and twiddles his thumbs together while I'm out in my car in the cold. Talking about he's gonna give me a blanket for Christmas so I don't be cold. You gonna
a what? A blanket for
Christmas?
Yeah,
he gonna give her a blanket.
So she don't be cold.
Yeah, she don't be cold.
He don't like her, G. Honestly, no. That's
get you a new bitch for Christmas.
That's sad because like they go back to high school. Like that's really sad, bro. Like, and they've been dating for like 11 months, and he just gonna hit her with like that's sad, G.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and close this out.
Yeah.
I ain't even.
Oh yeah, that was it. So what was you saying?
No, it's just like it's crazy how like people who go through so much get to a point where it's like, okay, we dating 11. Say after 11 months, not even a year. They supposed to be getting to that point where they starting to talk about marriage now. And she fall on that hard time and she find out what a motherfucker really about. Like, it's when you waste time on somebody like that. Now, I don't know, like, if they've been, I don't know about the talking phase, if they've been talking on and off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But to be dating steady, I mean, that's really no time at all, for real, for real. To been knowing somebody since high school and y'all only been dating 11 months, like, that's not really time at all. But, I mean, you think you know somebody, you know what I'm saying?
True.
And then they hit you with that. That's sad, bro. Because, like, you think you could depend on somebody.
All right. You know what time it is, right?
Shit, smoke.
No, it's time. Well,
no way.
It's time for some devil's advocate. So, he's either crazy, okay, He's either crazy, as in everything we said up to this point, everything she said is basically taking its face value, and that's all it is. That's all it is to it. Or he has a reason why he doesn't like her. So I do kind of think about that. I am kind of thinking about that. Is this dude actually crazy? If he could be crazy, or if he isn't crazy, there could be some things that she's done that there could be some things that that she says to him, that the way she makes him feel and stuff like that, so on and so forth, don't match. It don't match up. And I know a lot of people try to say, oh, well, what's his side of the story? Like things of that nature, right? So maybe we can leave some room for, I don't know, some interpretation and stuff like that, as far as maybe there's some behaviors that she inhibited, that she expressed, that she shared with him, that he just says flat out just really, really doesn't like. I just want everybody to know, if that were to be the case, if she actually is the problem in the situation and we just don't know, I would say that his communication needs to actually be A1 so that can be addressed. Yeah. And if that isn't the case, if he is, I would say, how do I put this? If he just doesn't like her, but he's keeping her around, that means he wants her. It's like one of those situations where why buy the cow when you get the milk for free? You know what I mean? Like he only wants her for like one or two things, and he doesn't care to fix those problems because he doesn't plan on being with this woman for the rest of his life anyway. Mm-hmm. And now that now that they kind of ran into this situation, and he expressed his very unique opinion about what she should be doing or what she should do to solve, let's just say he came up with this very unique solution to her problem. It kind of just signifies that, there's no idea of a future between the two of them. He doesn't see them having a future together. It's pretty evident. Had he actually liked the girl, he would have been more open to that suggestion. I mean, I don't think it's all that hard to. I mean, you're a dude. You make you have a good job. Your homeboy stayed there for free.
Got more than enough space.
Got more than enough space, and you supposed to be this is the girl you supposed to be that you entertaining being married with. What gives? What's the hold up? And the only thing I can think of is he don't like her, and he only using her for one or two things, and that's about it.
Yeah, I could definitely see that, and that is something definitely worth noting because, I mean, what is it really? Because but she said, but then again, that's why you say his communication needs to be A1 because he didn't communicate that there was an issue leading up to that, or she didn't say. But everybody's the hero in their own story, so she ain't gonna say what she did, or what I'm saying, whatever she may have done to make him feel away. But I would like to know what is it, because I always feel like it's three sides to the story: her side, his side, and the truth.
Facts.
So I don't want to really go off of anybody's story right here, but just going off of what I heard, she ain't wrong, but what caused him to do that? Because when you like somebody, you gonna do what you can for them. When you really like somebody, now that's why I say he didn't like her, because he would have looked out for her no problem.
Yes, sir.
3 bedrooms, fuck that shit. She's in your room. You know what I'm saying? Y'all on the couch if need be, but shit, she's with you. You know what I'm saying? So it's not even a matter of, you know what I'm saying, like she could take the 3rd bedroom. You know what I'm saying? Like he just didn't like her. And it took her falling on hard times to really figure that out, because he straight up, if what she's saying is true, he dogged her out. Because, come on now. Plenty millionaires have lived in a car before. I'm glad you pulled that up so I ain't misquoting.
OD.
That shit's OD. Like, I'm surprised she didn't crash out. She just blocked them. I would have pulled up. Fuck you mean?
Yeah, so I agree with everything you just said. Let's read a couple of these comments and then we go ahead and close. I'm about to say crash this one out, close this one out. So let me see here. So the neighborhood talk says, "Oh wow, not not him having a whole 3-bedroom home, but not allowing her to move in. Neighbors, was she wrong for ghosting him? Oh, this is the my bad. This is the tweet. Shanice says if a ninja can watch you struggle, he does not like you. She did right. She did right by ghosting him. Okay. Miss Royal says, saying plenty of millionaires living in their cars, he actually hates her. Okay, so we said don't like. She said hate.
Hate is such a strong word, but I mean he doesn't care about her well being. He's talking about something. He gonna get her a blanket on Christmas.
Crazy.
So she ain't cold. Like
crazy. Why the boyfriend? I said boyfriend. Why his homeboy up in there with the rubbing his feet together?
Rubbing his feet. They playing Xbox or some shit.
You know
they kicking back. You know what I'm saying? Having a good old gay ass time.
Yeah, I wonder if that dude worked. That'd be insane if that nigga didn't work either. But yeah, like she did right. He clearly don't like her. Beloved, he's in a relationship, just not with you. Yeah. So here you go. My uncle said, if a man watch you struggle, he shouldn't be your man. So yeah. For the most part, everybody agrees that she did the best thing by separating herself from the dude. I'm glad that she didn't crash out because I don't want her being in jail because she is she does seem to have a pretty good skill set. If she talking about she had $100,000 in the bank, so it's just that she's got to find a place that's willing to hire her. You know what I mean? So
I mean, shit, she could bounce back, man. Like I say, I hope she's in a place now. She look back and laugh at this shit.
Yeah, I mean, she has some kind of family somewhere or something. You know?
Yeah, man, got
to. Okay, but yeah, it's been the Chicago Black Daily Listening Podcast. We'll catch you on the flip side.
Peace.
Okay, so we're gonna read some comments real quick, and then we're gonna go into our last segment, and it's all about Diddy. So, Mr. Robert Barnes says, so Kendrick playing in his fiance face like Drake said. Okay, this is about him. This is about Kendrick Lamar not marrying Whitney after all this time. You remember that comment you made about him? Don't you remember that comment you had made about when I asked you about? Well, I'm sorry. When I made that comment about being engaged to somebody for 10 years, and you said they playing each other's face, or he playing in her face, so he threw that on Kendrick Lamar basically. Kendrick
got married?
No, they not married. They just I mean, I don't know if they cohabitate. I think they baby mom. I don't know what the fuck going on. It's celebrity shit, bro. So.
Man, look, I don't know. I just remember like they was making a whole fuss about it because she was light skinned. Like, that was crazy.
Yeah. Anyway, Chocolate Man says, "Yeah, that is enough of a reason why would you want to marry somebody you fighting with." Okay. He said, "Okay, so why you okay?"
Why would you want to marry somebody you fighting with? That's a good question. Good question.
I understand. I don't know, but it's like, but you gotta. I think. I'm not sure. Is it possible to be in a relationship with somebody without fighting?
No, y'all gonna butt heads eventually. I mean, because you're two separate people. You're gonna have opposing points. You're not gonna agree on everything.
Yeah,
you're gonna clash eventually, but it's a matter of how do y'all clash, and how do y'all resolve it. That's the thing.
Yeah, I think so too. So I mean, I think for some people, it could set a bad precedent. If y'all already fighting and stuff like that within the first year relationship, something like that, I get it. But I think adults definitely should know how to solution craft. You know what I mean? As far as solving the issues and stuff like that.
Look, this is what we learn in school: problem solving.
You know what I mean?
You gonna just give up on somebody you're supposed to love?
Yeah. So Chuckleman also says either he's just tapping and don't care, or he really do want someone who can stand on their own, and her financial insecurity is a red flag to him.
That's still wild though, because I mean, y'all came up from high school. Y'all been friends for years.
Well, hold on. I'm not saying that. They probably weren't. I'm not saying they was high school friends. We talking about the video. Yeah, they did. There's no indication they was high school friends. No.
So who was who was known since high school?
No, nobody. I was just throwing that out there, just trying to find your range. Nah, these people probably just met.
I feel like
that's what I'm saying. So that's why I said we don't know how long their talking phase was.
Yeah,
we don't know how long their dating phase was.
So yeah, I mean, okay, given that, then yeah, that's the range right there. Shit. Like I said, if it's right there, right when y'all start talking, within the first year, I'm not gonna lie, and that's what brings a whole nother spectrum to the talk. Like, if we not even a year in, and you following these hard times, I mean, if I'm rocking with you, I got you, but man, like that's okay. So I probably gotta take some down. Like I gotta get real. We not even a year in, and you lose your job, and you need to move in with me.
Again, remember what we talked about earlier too, right? About moving in out of necessity, but not out of affection, right?
Yeah.
And there's a difference between those two things.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, that still stands because I mean that's moving because you're in a spot, you're in a bind. I mean, if that's the case, go stay with your family.
Yeah.
We're a year in, like you shouldn't really be so eager, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like if y'all rocking with each other, it shouldn't be no problem. But I mean, there is a difference when it comes to a necessity and then doing that out of affection, because one thing when you're looking for love you need to avoid is someone who's in survival mode. And someone who's in survival mode will say and do whatever they need to do to get what they want. And what they want is a roof over their head and someone to help provide for them. You know what I'm saying? Okay, she may have done it for her friends in the past, but those are her friends in the past. People who she's known for a long time. People
True.
Who, you know what I'm saying? Who she got love for.
True.
This is someone who she hasn't been dating for not even a year. So what do you, like, what, I mean, man.
It's like, I do understand the idea of the how I would say the prerequisite or the necessity of building a rapport with somebody in order to gain those type of favors and stuff like that. But like I guess the other half of it is the other argument is, hey, this is somebody that you want to have a future with. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So that is a thing. But I think unfortunately, the only way we're gonna be able to properly play devil's advocate here, right, is by actually having a conversation with that dude and then figuring out, okay, what's the situation with this job? Like, how come she came from another job? What's going on in your half of things? Is she a slob? What's going on here? What nigga? What's your problem? You know,
what's the red flags? Because I mean, ain't like I said, you know what I'm saying? Like, if he liked her, he would have done it no problem. But it had to been something, or he's just a narcissist.
Yeah. Yeah, a narcissist as in feeling like he can just do whatever he want without any type of, indication with no communication to the other person as far as what's happening. Like, there's no gradual process that's leading her to understand that, yeah, man, we're not gonna work out. Yeah. It's just something that he just like woke up and said, like, fuck this. But if nothing else, the communication is ass. His communication is not there if everything is presented. If she reported on this situation accurately. Yeah. So, yeah, we just, bro, I forgot that wasn't part of the video. That was a damn one comment. that was chat. Okay, so I don't know why this thing keep doing that. So let's get into this last video.
Really sold.
Yeah, we're gonna do that. It's getting late. Okay. All right. So, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Chicago Black Delegation Podcast. I'm your host, HT, aka High Thinking, and this is my co-host, J. Rashid. And today we're gonna be talking about some Diddy. Finally, and man, the plot thickens. I tell you what. What do you think about? So what's the kind of your take about this Diddy thing and stuff up to this point? Was you a big Diddy fan coming up, like in the '90s? Was you out there? Was you?
I used to be out that joint. Thought I told you that. We gonna stop. I thought I told you that. I used to love.
Here comes the brand new flavor, yeah. Just everything,
brand
man.
New flavor. Look, man.
That producing was legendary.
Diddy was the man back in the day, man. It was just, but he was the man. But I realized a little early on that it was something not quite right with his business dealings.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would say around 12, 13, around the time Making the Band came out, minus the shenanigans having them walk to Brooklyn for a cheesecake. I mean, that was petty.
Bruh.
TV, it was, that's TV, bro. I guess it was funny at the time. That's why I blew up. But I found it funny how a lot of the artists that was coming out on Bad Boy only released one album, and then we didn't hear nothing from them afterwards. And I mean, as a kid, we don't really think about the ins and outs of business dealings like that. But when that brings it to your mind, like, man, this artist was hot. Whatever happened to him? And then you see this is what happening on everybody on this label. It's like, man, what's going on? But he's prospering. I respect it, honestly. With that to the side, I respected his business mind, because he invested in Ciroc. He had that going. He had Live Nation going. Like he was not Live Nation. It was not Live Nation. It was Revolt.
Yeah, Revolt TV.
Had Revolt going. He was a man who knew how to make some money. I respected that. But it's like when it comes to certain things, you see how the underbelly of the industry can go, and like people have their little ways about them. So it's like you be hearing about these little parties and stuff, and man, we've been hearing about them parties for years, since the 2000s.
Oh yeah.
So it's like now it's like hearing all these confirmations. That's why people got so many jokes, because we've been talking about it for so long. And now that it's coming to light, yeah, all right, well, they finna be talking about it, and all right. But I just hate that it went down like that, because I mean, he was somebody that a lot of people looked up to. And to see him living that type of life, that's crazy. The only thing that we really seen for a fact, besides the baby oil, that's wild. That's wild as hell, was the footage what he did with Cassie, and that was totally bogus, so wrong. And then the BS apology that he came with right after. It's like, come on, bro, you really tried it, and he tried to play on the people, but people who know better ain't buying that stuff. So it's like, you got it, but I just hope that with the time that he spends in jail, that he's really reflecting on the damage that he's done to the people that he's damaged in his life. I hope he really reflects on it, because, I mean, you really messed some people up. At least Cassie.
And also Kid Cudi's vehicle. So
look, man, look. Kid Cudi almost got taken up out of this because of this crazy mug.
Oh man.
I knew, but no, in more recent years before all this stuff, I knew something was wrong with Diddy when I seen him tweaking with Buddy in the streets when he was dressed as Joker. You seen that?
Yeah, of course I saw that. You serious?
Yeah, like, man, when I seen him, I'm like, yeah, this man really think he's him. He think he's him. Like, bro, you should have been in Dark Knight, bro. You tweaking.
Hell no.
That man is depraved. He is psycho. He's a psychopath. You don't cross men like that with power, with money. You stay clear. That's why they need to put his ass under the jail.
Yeah, I mean, problem is I think he ran into some. I think the problem is he ran into some people that even how do I put this? That have that. What you just said about not crossing people with power, I think he crossed people with more power. So I think that's something to do with that.
That's the thing about being black in America. You may have power, but you're gonna run into somebody with more power.
You're gonna run into old money.
Old money, yeah, that's the thing. That's the word, old money.
Yes. All right, and you know what that old money usually stands. Well, yeah. And then again, if you deal with old money that's older than slavery money, then you really fucking up. Yeah. You really fucked up. All right, but anyway, we got an article from allhiphop.com, and they talking about this, the exclusive. Feds make plans to reveal Diddy's co-conspirators. So Ain't that something? So I want to. So this. We're gonna see what they kind of talking about. Let's see, and we see what you got to say about it. So let's check it out. Oh, that's not a video.
Peace, y'all. It's your boy Johnny Fastlane here with allhiphop.com. So, Gene Deal exposes Diddy. Let's talk hip hop.
Still been talking about it.
Alright, Joe, this situation is crazy, right? Because Gene Deal exposed Diddy, right? For y'all that don't know, Gene Deal, he is the head or was the head of Diddy's security, right? A lot of people know him in New York. He's pretty reputable, and he's been the head of Diddy's security for a very long time, right? So over the Thanksgiving Day weekend, a lot of interviews have been popping up, right? One old ass interview that we'll talk about in a minute from Vlad TV with Aaron Hall, but there's a new interview that's coming out with Gene Deal from a whole nother publication, right? And this interview is coming out in little clips, but Gene Deal is basically talking about the times that he was Diddy's bodyguard, right? The whole situation is he speaks about a time where, Diddy broke Kim Porter's nose. Kim is Diddy's ex-wife or ex-baby mom. She has passed away now. He talked about a time that he used to treat Diddy and Cassie pretty much exactly the same, right? That he was trying to put his hands on Kim Porter at some point at a time where she basically took a corkscrew and stabbed Diddy in the wrist to try to defend herself and get away from him, to the point where Diddy had to be rushed to the hospital because she hit an artery and he was bleeding so much, right? More of the same, man. He told another story where, he signed Danity Kane to the record label, Bad Boy, where, at one day Diddy told his security, I'm about to drug them up and pimp them out to my boys, right? Basically yo, he don't give a fuck about Danity Kane. This is how he's looking at them as, right? Now, this is crazy because you can't go to jail just for somebody saying that you said something 20 years ago, right? A lot of this, the statute of limitations has passed, so there are no criminal consequences to this, but there could be financial consequences, just like what happened with Cassie when Diddy settled a multi-million-dollar lawsuit in just 24 hours with Cassie, right? You guys know that now he's facing 3 more lawsuits as well, so we'll see what happens, man, but this just shows Diddy's character and how it just might not be up to par, right? So the third person who actually accused Diddy of sexual assault said that not only was Diddy there, but Aaron Hall was there and he assaulted her as well, right? It's crazy because an old interview from years ago from Vlad TV started resurfacing over the weekend, and again, Aaron Hall in this interview doesn't say, yeah, yo, I raped the bitch, you know what I'm saying? But in the interview, he is saying weird things that just build a character that shows you probably did do this, because he says stuff like, yeah, all my niggas like to watch me fuck, you know what I'm saying? When I fuck, I do it out in the open, so no nigga can't say I got a big dick, you know what I'm saying? They know how I swing, my dick is big. So it's weird, why would you want your male homies, your friends, to know how big your dick is? Why would that be a concern to you? You know what I'm saying? So that is funny, right? It just didn't look good on the interview for Diddy, Gene Deal. It's crazy because in the Aaron Hall interview, he says, yo, Diddy be watching me fuck. So it's just really incriminating all around, right? So I guess we'll see what happens. This is not looking good, but yeah, let me know what y'all think about this in the comments.
But look, that's already raw. I don't know what he's talking about. Yeah, so man, so about what you said about that Joker thing. Yeah, he has a history of just saying a bunch of just weird fucking shit. You know what I'm saying? He was on talking to Fabulous, talking about, hey man, how come you want to party with me no more, baby? We got to go out and party again, and saying a bunch of weird shit at Noriega, and it's just I mean, what Cat Williams said the best, man. You got to just tell Diddy no. It's just, and it's as simple as that. You know what I mean? But so I mean, what you just said resonated. That's the first thing I thought of when he said they just I mean, talking about his penis and all this other stuff, bro. What? That's not my type of dude. That's not the type of dude I'm trying to kick it with. You know what I mean? The Joker thing was weird enough. All right, and now we into this whole thing about. Now we kind of talk about And then I mean, then we add in the history with Kim Porter. You know what I mean? It's his that was his ex-wife, right?
Ex-wife.
So now you're adding a wife beater to the situation. And then so it's like I'm just saying, if you built this, if you got all of this shit going on, you got you beating your wife, you making all these weird sexual comments, you lining yourself with the joke of all people, you got these really shady history with all these rappers and stuff like that, all these people that's under you and stuff like that. I mean, I'm just saying, people. That's when you build a rapport that bad. When people can come out there and start throwing extra shit, start throwing spaghetti in the wall and see if it stick. You know what I mean? They'll get bold enough to try to add some accusations that might not even make any sense to the Atlanta cases. Because the fact of the matter is, your image is just that ass. Your image is that bad, and it's easy for people not to believe you anymore. You know what I mean? Not to take your side of things. I mean, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to kind of say about this. So yeah, when we get to the people that's accused you of like doing a lot of like misconduct on minors and stuff like that. Yes, people fuck around and believe that because look at the type of person that you present yourself to be. You're a living and breathing degenerate at this point. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, bro, his lawyers and stuff like that got their work cut out for him. Like, needless to say.
And they still got to fight his connection on Tupac's murder.
Ooh, jeez, bro. It's funny that you mentioned. I think somebody in the comment section mentioned something about that.
Because Keefe D called his name out right before all that shit popped off. Like right before Keefe D had to turn.
Say what?
Right before Keefe D had to turn himself in, and all that stuff. He was pleading for Diddy to step forward.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, let's see what this article says here. So, federal prosecutors are preparing to name alleged co-conspirators in the sweeping racketeering case involving Sean Diddy Combs, related to the charges that link to the disgraced hip-hop mogul to an alleged criminal enterprise. All Hip-Hop has confirmed that the U.S. government plans to reveal the names of individuals who supposedly worked alongside Diddy in illicit activities by March 7th, 2025. That's pretty soon, my guy. Through a highly anticipated enterprise letter. The enterprise letter will lay out the specifics of the alleged criminal acts, and including dates, locations, and participants. Diddy has been indicted for crimes that range from racketeering conspiracy to sex trafficking and arson over the destruction of a car belonging to rapper Kid Cudi. we was just talking about that. Like that crazy, bro. Like that is crazy. You mad because your wife is getting herself involved with this dude, with this other rapper, with this other man, knowing damn well that's the time you be on with her as well. Like we all we all know how Diddy get down in these parties. It's a sex party, but because she can match energy and shit like that, and all of a sudden you gotta blow up niggas' cars and shit like that. Like my nigga, you are crashing out. You are a whole degenerate You're a whole degenerate ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? And yes, nobody, and you're gonna keep doing this, keep adding on things to your resume of degeneracy. And guess what? How people gonna treat you? You feel me? So, but yeah, Diddy has been indicted. Y'all read that already. The arson incident reportedly occurred in early 2012 when the co-conspirators allegedly targeted Kid Cudi's vehicle by slashing its convertible top and hurling a Molotov cocktail inside, igniting a fire that law enforcement concluded was intentional. Bro, he got that shit from Grand Theft Auto. He said that nigga was playing Grand Theft Auto and then he threw a Molotov cocktail at somebody's car and he said that shit look crazy.
That's a good idea.
That's what he said. He said that was anyway. Prosecutors argue that brazen act stemmed from Diddy's fury over Ventura's prior brief relationship with Kid Cudi. Yeah, nigga crashed over some
Cuddy.
Yeah, man. In her civil suit, Ventura claimed, or Cassie claimed that Diddy told her. Bro, I don't like that. Let me just scroll up a little bit. Hold on. But got this old fat dude. You saw that? Yeah. Anyway, in her civil suit, Cassie claimed that Diddy told her in February 2012, "I'm going to blow up Kid Cudi's car." I'm pretty sure he said, "I'm gonna blow up that nigga car," which the rapper confirmed via a statement released by his spokesperson that said, "This is all true." Yeah, that is OD, bro. This episode, however, is just one layer of the allegations against Diddy, who has been locked up without bond since September 2024. Federal authorities accuse him of leading a broader criminal organization that engaged in activities including kidnapping, intimidation, and exploitation. In one chilling charge, Combs and his associates allegedly held a person at gunpoint in December 2011 to orchestrate a burglary. Defense attorneys for Combs have vehemently denied all other allegations, arguing that the charges lack substantive evidence directly implicating their client. All of this talk of dozens of victims and 50 witnesses. If the prosecutors had that, if they really had it, it would be in the indictment. Diddy's lawyer Mark Agnifilio said after his client was charged. Sorry for butchering that name. And in fact, Diddy's lawyers want the feds to disclose the enterprise letter much faster, asking for a February 1st, 2025 deadline. Okay. According to the defense, the postponement hinders their ability to prepare adequately for trial, creating a fundamental imbalance in the proceedings. The federal trial is slated for May 5th, 2025. So yeah, his lawyers want more time to go through these swaths of accusations against Diddy. Do you think this is you think this is scope? You think this is adequate? Do you think this is a little bit do you think it's a little bit too strict on Diddy's side of things? What you kind of think about that?
I think.
Oh, hold on. This thing done tweaked out. Give me 1 second. Where that thing go? 1 second, y'all. My bad. Yet again, dealing with some camera issues. OBS. There it is. Wait, oh, it's right here. Okay. That was way harder than it needed to be. All right. Let's move it over some. And then zoom in down just a little bit. There we go. Perfect. Preset that. Updates. All right, there we go. All right. Oh, there we go. Yeah, man. So yeah, as I just said. So what do you think, man? Like, do you think this date is adequate time for Diddy's lawyers to properly vet out, or not vet out, but prepare, the defense and all that stuff? Do you think it's too much time? Do you think it's a little bit of cope? Do you think Diddy even deserves this this due process?
I mean, we live in a country that believes in due process. So, I mean, have your fair trial. But I mean, just because it's supposed to be fair, will it be fair? I don't know. He could have lawyers that can, like, if you give them enough time, they could probably try to find some loophole and hit the judge with some legal tricks, get him off. I don't know. I don't know what the feds have against them. They didn't really release anything exactly. The only thing we seen was the lube and the casket, the lube and the casket tape.
I hate that word so much.
I mean, shit. They ransacked the crib, but they didn't say what they found.
Oh yeah, but so what they said? They said things, but those things lead to other things. Like they found videotapes, and we don't know what's on those videotapes, but we do need to know. We do need to know easily, obviously.
Yeah, them videotapes. That's gonna be some shit. I don't know what's on them tapes, but I mean, I guess that's what they need. That's what they're depending on.
Yeah. Yep. So, but yeah, I think, how do I put this? So, yeah, this is a country of quote unquote due process. Even though things get kind of strange when it comes to black folk, but at the same time, how do I put this? I'm one of the biggest Diddy heads of all time. All right, and I'm definitely gonna be one of the people that would be almost grateful, jumping up and down for that, for him to, for this things to happen to him. The things he's done. I mean, I've said some of these things before, but the damage he's done to the black community, to the individual black people is likely irreversible. You know, I like the Revolt TV idea. I kind of like that, but the stain he's done by way of hosting these types of parties, that's gonna lead to a lot of black people, important black people, essentially facing court hearings and stuff like that. Like, don't get me wrong, they should be held accountable to their own actions as well. But the fact he facilitated these types of events where these black people can feel like they can just do anything they want with knowing damn well. I mean, did they know this was being recorded? Man, like, the fact of the matter is this: this whole thing, he should have been using his power, his influence, his money for good, not hosting these degenerative ass, crazy ass parties. That's just how I kind of feel about it. But despite that, for the simple reason that at the very least, just only for the reason that everybody else get. I mean, what's that nigga name? Weinstein. Weinstein was he was on house arrest. They gave him bond. We had another situation with those. Was it H&M? I believe it was H&M. They had their own Diddy party type situation going on, but it was just like exclusively for men. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, I think you're talking about was it Aeropostale?
It was Aeropostale. We'll get it right. I think it might have been Aeropostale, but yeah, they had their own thing going on, and so like, and that's not getting anywhere near the attention that Diddy's getting. You feel me? And then Dan Schneider, he ain't going. What he finna go through? Nothing. It's like as soon as that expose came out, what's that Nickelodeon thing, Quiet on the Set, that came out, and so they didn't even finish that's got swept under the rug. When that came out and started making some headway, especially with dude from Drake started really talking about what he was going through. All of a sudden, here comes this Diddy stuff. That Dan Schneider stuff got swept under the rug. Feel me? So we're, with all that happening, with all that going on, yes, give Diddy some due process, and if he's found not guilty by the standards, by the code of what the law dictates, then I mean, it is what it is. Then folks not have to hold that. I just hope that I just hope he would take that opportunity to bring actual good into the world, and uses uses wealth, uses influence for good in the world. You feel me?
It was Abercrombie.
Abercrombie. Okay, you gotta speak to the mic.
My bad, yo. It was Abercrombie and Fitch.
Abercrombie and French, yeah. Yeah, I did, bro. These, I don't wear none of that shit. So
Yeah, the former CEO. So individuals charged with sex trafficking.
crazy, man. So anyway, but yeah, they got a. Apparently, there is a documentary coming out. So let's go ahead and react to this documentary that's going to be featured on Peacock of all platforms.
Sean.
Need to blow it up some first. If I can, well, how do I?
Sean Combs is a monster.
I want to speak about this now because I've witnessed everything.
I think Sean Combs can get away with anything.
I've known Sean since he was 4 years old. That's my little bro.
He already knew what he wanted.
I could be your manager, just give me a chance.
I went to a lot of puffy parties. These were the parties that you needed.
You couldn't get one wasn't enough. She told me I went to all the Diddy parties. They was lit.
Man, look,
you know about that bed they get outside. This is one thing I want people to know. There's a lot of people try to say, "Oh, I went to the Diddy party, but I didn't go inside. I don't know what happened inside the Diddy party, ma'am. The 50-foot bed. All right, however big that bed was, that bed was in the backyard. That bed was outside.
You seen that big ass bed? You went to that house.
And you know what they do in that big ass bed. Don't play with us.
You could say you left at 9 o'clock. You could say you left.
Yeah, look. How long
still
did it take?
saw that big ass bed.
How long did it take, bro? If the party started at 7 and you left at 9, how long did it take to get what you did need done? Some people need 15 minutes. Some niggas will be done for 2. Some niggas will be done in 2 minutes. Okay, you feel me? Don't try it. I'm not going for any of those little tricks. That I ain't going for none of those this little gaslighting shit that people try to do. No, man. We know the possibilities. We know what all you can get done in 2 hours. You feel me? Let's get this going. I'm over here crashing out over this shit.
Exclusive access to get into.
He thought that if people fear him, they respect him.
Honestly, I didn't want to be around him unless there was cameras.
Nobody's shooting me. Nobody's shooting me. Nobody's shooting me.
When Puff was around, it was like, uh-oh, get it together or this could be over.
You got me acting crazy in front of all these people.
Something is not right with this.
I've been with Sean for quite a while, and I've captured a lot of moments. Anytime the studio or any rooms is red, it's making love and sex. Some of the ones who went in the room, for sure, they were underage.
They said they could ship me off and sell me to anyone.
How did this superstar music mogul become an alleged monster?
And I can show you how we have fun and stay out of jail, too.
Some kids just be bad as hell. They be trying to sneak off, hang out with celebrities. This has been going on for years. This has been going on since the 70s and the 60s. This is what the fuck Bill Cosby's locked up for. Well, what he was locked up for. Drugging, but it's like, it's just the life that they be attracted to. And somehow, these kids be 14, 15, somehow have connections to celebrities. So how the hell did R. Kelly have connections to Aaliyah to marry her at 15? How? Like, that shit crazy. It
is, yeah.
Her parents signed off on it. And it's like, what do you think he did to her? This grown ass man and she 15. Like, man, I ain't even gonna speculate, but it's like a man with money, it's crazy what they'll do because they feel like they can do anything. Like in his domain, he'll say he's God. I could damn near hear that coming out of Diddy's mouth. He can say,
"Oh yeah,
in the middle of a party. I'm guiding this motherfucker. Like, nigga, all right. Like, and shit be freaky as hell when it goes on. Like, I ain't gonna lie. And watching Making the Band back in the day, that showed me what type of control freak he could be. He got like, he literally will have people on edge, ready to come in and shut the studio down if they ain't, you know what I'm saying, if they ain't come out with a hit or something. Like, bro, like, you're not, he ain't solid enough to make like, I'm watching this show, like, I wouldn't even want to be a bad boy artist. Mm-hmm. And this is before I even wanted to be a rapper as a kid. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, for that to be the first thing in my mind, not to sign the bad boy.
And you don't even know what's going on for real.
You don't even know what's going on for real, but you just know not to sign the bad boy.
Damn, the vibes told you the ancestors told your ass, like, yeah, man, we saw what's going on over there, man. Man, look, they doing the most.
Cause what happened to the band after their first album?
Oh man, what happened to them? I don't know. I wasn't keeping up.
Freddie P, he doing interviews on the Art of Dialogue, talking about Diddy. Ines, he still doing his battle rap thing. Sarah, shit, she's probably just being a mom now, you know what I'm saying? She probably talking about whatever she was talking about in that documentary. Babs, Babs, she does a battle rap thing too. Chop, man, I think Chopper, he locked up, I think.
I love how you were saving the best for last. Keep going.
Shit, who else is it? I think that's it.
Man, you don't forget.
Shit, fucking Die Line. My motherfucking nigga Die Line. Nah, but for real.
Now that boy bitched about Dave Chappelle, how he ruined his life. That's what he doing.
Yeah, I was finna say, like, that's the last thing I heard about. He was talking about Dave Chappelle, how that ruined his life.
Yeah. Okay, hey man, it is what it is. I'm sorry, Dialogue, man. That was a good ass skit, in my opinion, bro. I apologize, bro.
I'm sorry. I was like, who I forget? I was like,
no, I legitimately thought you was saving the best. Like, there's some kind of metal, some kind of badass joke.
No, like, yeah.
But yeah, man, it's otherwise, it's good that it's good that you didn't want to side the bad boy, because I'm just saying, man.
Look, man, you ain't look. Justin Bieber, I seen that motherfucker. We gonna get you right, man. And then as soon as he get a little old, you don't even come hang out with me no more. Like, come on, son.
He said, bro, you act like I don't know. I don't remember anything. He's like he looking at him like, man, you just act like you didn't like scar me for life, my nigga. Like, what are you doing? Justin Bieber saying this,
bro. Even Usher coming out talking about like he was under Diddy's guardianship.
13 years old, man. Out there with them crazy. Like, dude, what are you?
And he's saying shit he shouldn't have seen. Like, what?
What?
Like, come on now. Like, that's wild. That's wild.
Yeah, man. So, but hey, man, this is gonna be this is about like a fourth time or third time touching on this Diddy situation. Yeah, we're gonna keep doing it. For whatever comes out next, we are gonna report on it as soon as we can. And what did that day say? March 7th, right? Mm-hmm. So yeah, mark the date. You know what I mean? And we'll kind of see. We'll see what's on. We'll see what's on that. We'll see what's coming from that. It is unfortunate that that this is not going to be a public case. Now that's something I kind of find that really problematic. Yeah. Like the whole YSL Rico thing, that was all completely like publicized, which is a good thing. Like, I like that it was that the people got a chance to see just how convoluted and how much of a waste of time these type of things can kind of get. But like regardless, it's good that he got off on a probation. So big ups to Young Thug for that.
For sure.
But as far as Diddy, the inner hater in me will be glad when he gets put under jail. But it might the wise side of me would go ahead and this would remind myself that hey, due process, let that boy fight his case and let justice be served regardless.
Yeah.
So, any last words out of you?
Oh man, just shit with Trump coming in office, Diddy being getting his trial. Shit, they just buried President Carter yesterday.
Yeah.
It's just a whole new day for America. 2020. No, but 2025 is crazy though already though.
2025 is nuts.
Yeah. We gonna see, man. Y'all better stay tuned.
For sure. But yeah, man. It's been Chicago Black Delegation Podcast. We'll catch you on the flip side. All right. So that was our last segment for this evening, everybody. We appreciate y'all sticking with us and hopefully being entertained. Thank you for liking, thank you for sharing, and thank you for subscribing. Like I said, for the most part, this is like my more personal show where I'll have a one-on-one with my co-hosts and stuff like that. We will still be doing like the bigger show where we have 4 of us down here and I hit the buttons and to make everybody laugh and stuff like that. We will still be doing that, but it's just I'm just gonna be it's gonna be more so sprinkled throughout the month rather than it being a weekly thing. So, but guaranteed we're gonna be doing something for you at least every Sunday. But I'll also be having like live streams throughout the week and stuff like that. Jerry Shee, what are you gonna be doing?
Man, we got rehearsals coming up. Rehearsals, because the show starts February 1st. Rehearsals. And, you know what I'm saying, whenever you need me, you know. But I got a few things coming up, man. Call of Duty. Got a King. Oh, shit. Mine's going low. Oh shit! Okay, The Sims got the King's Speech coming out. Yeah, man, we got a few things coming out, man. You know, just stay tuned, yo. Just stay tuned.
Yeah, for sure. Like if you want to find Jay Rashid YouTube page, it will be linked in the description. Otherwise, like you can go to our homepage and scroll down, and his name will be right there on the panelist. But otherwise, like I said, this has been the Corner Show. We're gonna keep doing what we do. We're gonna keep grinding, and hopefully, I don't know, we finally see some change that happen in this country. Y'all will continue to see me hopping on different people's podcasts and debating and stuff like that. I think one of my biggest things that I'm gonna be tackling currently, well, besides politics, that's not going anywhere. Don't think just because election ended, that does not mean I'm done. I'm just gonna be doing a little bit of rerouting as far as my time allocation. I'm be kind of going in on this whole red pill community thing. They have a lot of things going on, and it needs to be addressed. So that's
you gotta call me up. You need to call me up here for that one. Call me up here for that one.
See, man.
Look, we finna get to it, cause who y'all talking to?
You know what I'm saying? Let's read these comments real quick. Okay. Well, Chuck LeMaine here says, y'all think he got pot got. Oh, what you think about that?
Let's get right to it then. I'm not gonna lie, man. Something like that is real heavy. And I wouldn't want to say like, yeah. And, you know, so I mean, I think it's a possibility that he was trying to get at Suge. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it just happened to be Pac. He didn't give a fuck who. Because the whole thing really stemmed from Pac getting into it with, you know what I'm saying, Baby Lane. So it's like, they just got into it. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I really would have just believed it was just some shit between them two, and Keefy D was just, you know what I'm saying, an accessory. Diddy being a part of it, that's crazy. I don't want to believe that. I want to wait till all the facts come out before I say for sure.
Yeah.
You know? So, I mean, I'm going to just leave it at that.
Man, see, I'm glad you know how to think the way that you think because I would have I'm just, hey, when it comes to date, I'm on that time. It'll be easy. It wouldn't be easy to blame him for his. I mean, it would be easy not to attach him to that case if he didn't blow up Kid Cudi car.
For real, you can always tie it. And seeing how he is now, it's like it's hard to say. It's really hard to say because I mean, I heard he got connections with the Crips, and I mean, you know,
okay,
and that's what what I'm saying. They was, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I mean, with Death Row being mostly Pyru, why wouldn't he, you know what I'm saying, go to the big dogs over in Compton? Why wouldn't he? So I mean, I can't put it past him. I can't put it past him. But I don't. But do I for certain think that? I don't know.
Okay. All right. It's been the Chicago Black Daily Podcast. I've been the Hard Thinking, and this has been
J. Rashid.
Yeah, we'll catch you on the flip side, man. Be blessed.
Peace.
All right. Okay. I appreciate you, Justin.